Jig Pig. Once again, this is a highly effective way to catch fish, especially when you see those little crabs swimming around barely under the surface. That gives you a clue to what's going on. Now today, I was fishing around and just saw those little crabs swimming everywhere. So I switched over to the peanut butter and jelly Jig Pig and instantly started catching fish. Once again, fishing a 3/8 ounce jig with the Uncle Josh pork rind trailer, catching some nice redfish. Give it a try. It works really well. Fish it real slow, just bounce it off the rocks, and they will absolutely crush this thing. Good luck to you. All right, here we are hooked up on a Jig Pig, about a 60-year-old lure, old-fashioned bait. There it is, that redfish on the Jig Pig, peanut butter and jelly color. And as the water gets cold, they really will start eating these jigs, especially when you get a little bit of sun. The sun's popped out, been out about 30 minutes, and these fish are starting to move up on these rocks. So what I'm fishing is called a Jig Pig. It's a 3/8 ounce sand tone jig, peanut butter and jelly color with the number 11 Uncle Josh pork rind. A really good way to catch some fish. Just another technique to keep in your arsenal, because there are times when you see these little crabs floating in the water going by your boat in the current. Switch over to this Jig Pig and it'll pay off for you. So give it a try. Number 11 Uncle Josh pork rind, 3/8 ounce peanut butter and jelly color sand tone jig. Looks just like these baby crabs that you see swimming by. So good luck. Okay, here we are hooked up again on that Jig Pig. Oh, pretty good fish. Oh yeah, it's a nice redfish. Pulling hard too. Oh yeah. Get this one in the net if I can. All right, got it in the net. Really good big redfish on that Jig Pig. Once again, this is just another technique, another highly effective way to catch fish, especially when you look around and you see those little crabs swimming around in the water, barely under the surface. As you can see, that fish took that Jig Pig deep. See it down in there? This is a great way to catch some really good fish. As the water gets colder and you see those little tiny quarter-sized crabs swimming around, because this bait, the Jig Pig, imitates a small crab. So give this a try. Okay, so what I'm fishing is called a Jig Pig. This thing has been around for 60 or 70 years. But basically, what it is a 3/8 ounce jig. This fish bait. 3/8 ounce jig with the number 11 Uncle Josh pork rind on the back. This is an old-fashioned bass lure. Like I said, been around for at least 60 years. But it works incredibly well on redfish, flounder, and sheep's head. So order some of this Uncle Josh number 11 pork rind. It's actual pork rinds. When this water gets cold, and as it gets even colder, these fish pull up on these rocks when the sun comes out. You see the little tiny crab. This thing is hard to beat. And this is a peanut butter and jelly color. So give it a try.